Hi, welcome to my third video on sequences. But before I start, I want to correct a couple of errors I made on previous videos, minor errors. And the first video I did on sequences, Introduction to Sequences, page 5 of 6. Twice I said n belongs to the integers for n belongs to the natural numbers again. Just one of those things that I'm looking at one thing and saying another. And the second error is in recursive and explicit sequences on page 2 of 3. Practice number 1, the correction, T1 is 9, T2 is 87, T3 is 867, and the answer for the first three terms is 9, 87, and 867. I did not have to do term 4, which was 8667. That's the fourth term. So let's start with my third video. And this video is on sequence level differences. Sequence level differences. Level differences, D1, D2, D3, etc. Notice the D for difference is small because I didn't use a large D, because a large D stands for discriminant that we use discriminant when we're dealing with the quadratic in the parabola solving equation. The discriminant is greater than 0, equal to 0, or less than 0. But so we're using a D, small d for differences. Calculated by subtracting successive terms. So if we take the second term and subtract the first, we get a difference. Take the third term and subtract the second, we get a difference. Take the fourth term and subtract the third, we get a difference, etc. So let's do an example to find the differences. This is level 1, first level differences. We draw a line going down like this. 6 minus 1, 5. And 12 minus 6, 6. 20 minus 12, 8. 34 minus 20, 14. 65 subtract 34 is 31. So that's the first level differences on these numbers. Now we go for the second level difference. So notice 6 minus 5, 1. 8 minus 6, 2. 14 minus 8, 6. 31 minus 14 is 17. And that's the third level difference. We come down here, we keep going. 2 minus 1 is 1. 6 minus 2 is 4. 17 minus 6, 11. And that's the third level difference. So notice that's the first level difference, second level difference, third level difference. Now we're going to go to the fourth level difference. 4 minus 1 is 3. 11 minus 4 is 7. Fourth level differences. And we have 7 subtract 3 is 4. So notice first level difference when you subtract all the successive terms, second level difference, third level difference, fourth level difference, fifth level difference. And if you go backwards, if you got a difference of 5, 1 plus 5 gives you 6, 6 plus 6 gives you 12, 12 plus 8 gives you 20, 20 plus 14 gives you 34, 34 plus 31 gives you 65. So you can work the other way. So let's find some level 1 differences just for these numbers. Notice D1 is differences of level 1. So 6 minus 4 is 2. 11 minus 6 is 5. That's the first level differences. That's all I want to do. 15 minus 16 is negative 1. 14 minus 15, negative 1. 13 minus 14, negative 1. Sometimes the level 1 differences are equal. Sometimes they're not. It depends on the numbers or how the sequence is calculated. Number 3, level 1 difference. 7 minus 9 is negative 2. 5 minus 7, negative 2. 3 minus 5, negative 2. Again, they're equal. And the level differences here. 4 minus 1 is 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 25 minus 9 is 9, that's 16. Again, they're not the same. So that's the first level differences in these. Okay. Now, let's practice find the level 2 differences. So that means, let's go down once. 10 minus 7 is 3. 18 minus 10 is 8. 31 minus 18 is 13. That's D1. Now let's do D2. 8 minus 3 is 5. 13 minus 8 is 5. So that's D2. That's the level differences. Let's do D2 on this sequence. 8 minus 3 is 5. 14 minus 8 is 6. 21 minus 14 is 7. 28 minus 1 is 7. And keep going, that's D1. Let's do D2. D2, 6 minus 5 is 1. 7 minus 6 is 1. 7 minus 7 is 0. So we do a D1 and then a D2. Second level difference. Let's go again. First level difference is 10 minus 4 is 6. 16 minus 10 is 6. 22 minus 16 is 6. D1. D2. 6 minus 6 is 0. 6 minus 6 is 0. And D1 is all 6s. D2 is 0s. And at the D2, now let's do some examples of difference of D3. So find D3. Here we go. 8 minus 3 is 5. 21 minus 8 is 13. 48 minus 21 is 27. 95 minus 48 is 47. So that's a D1. So let's go again. 13 minus 5 is 8. 27 minus 13 is 14. 47 minus 27 is 20. So that's D2. And let's go again. Get D3. 14 minus 8 is 6. 20 minus 14 is 6. So D3. So D1, subtract the previous second term from the first, etc. Third, subtract the second. Fourth, subtract the third. And the fifth, subtract the fourth. And we keep going. So D1, D2, D3. Notice that D3 level difference is constant 6. Let's do D3 again. 10 minus 7 is 3. 18 minus 10 is 8. 31 minus 18 is 13. And 49 minus 31 is 18. And let's do, that's D1. Let's do D2. 8 minus 3 is 5. 13 minus 8 is 5. 18 minus 3 is 5. D3. 5 minus 5 is 0. And 5 minus 5 is 0. So notice D1, D2, D3. Again, D3 is all zeros. Here, D3 is all sixes. Find D4. That's fourth level difference. So we got to do it 4 times. 4 minus 1 is 3. 8 minus 4 is 4. 14 minus 8 is 6. 24 minus 14 is 10. 41 minus 14 is 17. And again, sometimes you got to check it back. Just 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 plus 10 is 24. 24 plus 17 is 41. So that's a D1. So let's subtract again. Just get D2. 4 subtract 3 is 1. 6 subtract 4 is 2. 10 subtract 6 is 4. 17 subtract 10 is 7. And subtract again, we get D3. 2 subtract 1 is 1. 4 subtract 2 is 2. 7 subtract 4 is 3. And D4 coming up. So D4, subtract these two. 2 subtract 1 is 1. 3 subtract 2 is 1. So D4 is all, the D4 difference is this constant, is the same. Again, that's showing you different level differences. Now, sometimes the level differences are constant. We got a constant level differences. Constant means they're the same. Constant level differences means the level difference is the same number. So, let's practice this one. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. So that's D1 is equal to 1. So D1 is a constant level difference of 1. And let's try this one, see what constant level difference we're going to get. 7 subtract 4 is 3. 12 subtract 7 is 5. 19 subtract 12 is 7. So D1 is not constant. Let's go again. 5 subtract 3 is 2. 7 subtract 5 is 2. So that's D2. So that means that D2, not because it's a 2, we have a 2, but the second level difference is 2. That's the constant. The second level difference is 2, constant. And here the first level difference is 1, not because it's a 1. That's just a coincidence. So let's try 7 subtract 1, 6. 25 subtract 7, 18. 61 subtract 25 is 36. 121 subtract 61 is 60. So that's D1. That's not constant. Let's go again. 18 subtract 6 is 6. 36 subtract 18 is 18. 60 subtract 36 is 24. D2 is not constant. Let's go again. 18 subtract 6 is 6. 24 subtract 18 is 6. So D3 is equal to 6. D3 is constant because D3 is all 6s. D2 is all 2s, not because it's a 2 now. D2 could have been a 7 or a minus 1. Not because that's a 2, this is a 2, just a coincidence. Not because that's D1, this is going to be a 1. This could be any number. And practice. Number 1, find D1 constant. So level 1, let's see, subtract. That's 11 subtract 5 is 6. 17 subtract 11 is 6. 23 subtract 17 is 6. So D1 is equal to 6. Is a constant level difference. The first level difference is 6, constant. Find D2. It was constant. Okay. 0 subtract 3 is negative 3. Negative 5 subtract 0 is negative 5. And be careful here. Negative 12 subtract negative 5. So negative 12 subtract negative 5. That's a double negative. So it's a negative 12 plus 5. That's a negative 7. You got a double negative right here. And that's the level 1 difference. That's not constant. Level 2 is negative 5 subtract negative 3 is negative 5 subtract negative 3 is negative 5 plus 3. So that's, make that a 5 now. Make that a 3. So that's negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. And we have right here, I have negative 7 subtract negative 5. That's negative 7 plus 5, which is negative 2. So the level 2 difference is negative 2, constant. So again, trying to explain how you find the level differences in a sequence. And we have some more to do just to finish it off. Fill in the blanks. So notice we have a 7 here and 11. So what number subtract right here gives you 7? So 11 subtract 7, that's a 4. So if you took 11, subtract 4, you get a 7. Now, what number goes here? This number, subtract 11 gives you 8. So 11 and 8 makes 19. So we fill in the two numbers. And right here, we have a 2. So if that's a 2, 5, what number? Subtract 5 gives you 2. That's a 7. If that's a 21, so what number goes here? Subtract from 21 gives you 7, and that gives you 14. 14 and 7 makes 21. Now I got a 5 here. 14 subtract 5 is 9. Let's see. 14 subtract 9 gives you 5. Okay? Just working it around, thinking a little bit more. Now what about if D1 is 2? So it's the level 1 difference is 2. So this is the level 1 difference. So if that's a 2, then that's a 2. So if that's a 2, what number? Subtract 11 gives you 2. 13, because 11 plus 2 is 13. If that's a 2, 13 subtract 2 is 15. Sorry, you have to add these two because you're going to subtract these two. So what number? Subtract 13 gives you 2. So 13 plus 2 is 15. Got to be careful. Again, 11, 13 subtract 11 is 2. 15 subtract 13 is 2. So just trying to keep you thinking. Level 2 difference. So this is the sequence. This is level 1 here. And this is level 2 here. So if the level 2 difference is 3, so if that's a 3, we know this is 3 because this is level 2. So if that's a 9, 9 subtract 3 is 6. 9 subtract 6 is 3. If that's a 3, what number subtract 9 gives you 3? 9 plus 3 gives you 12. Okay, we got level 1 figured out. Let's get the sequence figured out. 11 subtract what number gives you 6? That's a 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. What number subtract 11 gives you 9? So that's a 20. And if that's a 12, what number subtract 20 gives you 12? Is 32. Because 20 plus 12 is 32. And you can go through and check it out. And just to finish the level differences off, fill in G and H if the D1 is constant. The level 1 difference is constant. So here's your sequence. This is your level 1 difference. So if this is level 1 and it's constant, that means that 4x plus 1 is equal to x plus 10. So this level 1 difference are constant, they're equal. So 4x, move the x to the left side, change the sign. Move the 1 to the right side and change the sign. 3x is equal to 9 divided by 3. and I have x is equal to 3. So if x is equal to 3, so you have 4x plus 1, x is 3, that's 12 plus 1, that's 13. And just check, again we're checking, x plus 10, x is 3, so 3 plus 10 is 13, so that's 13, that's perfect. Now, if x is 3, that means that 2x plus 11. This is 2x plus 11. So x is 3, so 6 plus 11, 17. So that means this number right here in the middle is 17. So I got a 17, I got a 13 and 13. So 17 subtract what number gives you 13? So that's a 4. 17 subtract 4 is 13. And if that's a 13, what number subtract 17 gives you 13? So 17 and 13 is 30. So that means that G is 4 and H is 30. And let's check it out. 17 subtract 4 is 13. 30 subtract 17 is 13. And so this is the value of x. But I wanted you to find the value of G and H. So you had to get the x value, sub them back in to work out what the G and H was. Just a little tiny bit difference in the thinking. Keep your thinking. The more questions you do different, the more you develop your thinking. And if you like my video, click on the like button, subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content that's on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.